Hi, folks. David Robertson here for Prophetic Perceptions. I want to share a dream with you that I had about a month ago regarding President Trump. And so, in this dream, I was in a Food Lion, which is a grocery chain down south. And so, I had gotten a few groceries and I was checking out. I was looking in different lines for a candy bar. And I finally got in line, but it was held up. So a guy called us over to his lane, which, if I remember correctly, was an express lane. So another guy and I went over, and I was behind this other guy. And so as I was standing in line, I grabbed a greeting card, and on it was a prophetic word from Billy Graham. And it said that President Trump will be exonerated by Easter. And the card was blue and green with silver writing, and there was a silver star of David on it. And it seemed as if it should have already taken place. And so I purchased this card along with the other items. So as we break down the symbolism here, a shop can speak of ministry, church, or business. A lion can speak of king or authority, it can speak of Jesus. A candy bar can speak of words, often God's words, a treat, or something appealing to the flesh. The holdup, there was the delay in justice, the proceedings. Greeting card is, of course, a message. Blue can speak of heavenly, spiritual, or royalty. Green, righteousness, peace, growth, life. Can also speak of envy. And of course, this can speak of resurrection. And Easter, of course, has to do with resurrection from crucifixion. And I don't totally know all why it was Easter in the dream, because that word was specific. I don't personally celebrate Easter as such. I mean, certainly I celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, but that was the fulfillment of Passover, and I believe that really we should be celebrating Passover in that light. But that was the word in the dream. And so silver speaks of redemption, a redemptive purpose. Purchase is to grab hold, take possession. Star of David is, of course, a symbol of Israel, and it's can also be, like a shield. It can speak of protection, defense of. So, putting it all together, I mean, obviously the gist of the thing, the message was clear on the greeting card, but I think there's some other things we can see what the Lord is speaking in some of these different symbolisms and the colors. Perhaps some of you will have some insight into this as well. So I believe the Food Lion has to do with a place of kingdom business. I was looking for a candy bar, looking for a word from the Lord. I didn't get it in the candy bar. I got it in the greeting card. Hold up, like I said, there was a delay, even a delay of justice. We're seeing that with President Trump and all these crazy proceedings, how they continue to go after him, and even with the delay in taking the impeachment thing over to the Senate, the papers and whatnot. So, but I was called over to the express lane, so it was like there was a fast track of that. So the Lord has a heavenly purpose, He has a redemptive purpose, and of course He's using President Trump. And, I think the green could certainly speak of life, resurrection. I think it could also have to do with the envy. It was out of envy of a lot of these Democrats that they're bringing these impeachment charges, and just like, Jesus, it was out of envy that the priest sought to put Jesus to death. So it's, really they're trying to crucify the president, but he's going to come through this. He's going to be resurrected in a sense. And, so I believe, like I said, a lot of it has to do with his stand for Israel. That's what the Star of David is. And I think the reason the message was from Billy Graham has to do with this whole thing with the article that came out the other month from Christianity Today calling for Trump's impeachment. And of course, Billy Graham was a supporter of Trump, and he was the founder of Christianity Today. So I believe it's really a rebuke to these people for doing that. I mean, certainly Trump hasn't done everything right. I don't agree with everything he says or does, but he is the man that the Lord has put in place into that position for this time. It was prophesied, even years before by Kim Clement and different ones. And so, really, we as Christians, we need to stop judging the president. We need to get behind him, support him in prayer, even if we don't agree with everything. And he has done a lot of good, and he is a Christian, I believe. I believe the report from Pastor Paula White that he did get saved. I mean, obviously, he's still rough around the edges. He's got some growing to do. So our president is going to be exonerated, and let's, support him. Let's heed the prophetic word of the Lord. Let's hear what he's saying and not judge by the sight of our eyes or the hearing of our ears, but let's hear what the Spirit is saying. Amen. So until next time, God bless.